How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. Today I'm going to go over some of the products that I've used over the years that happen to last many years already. Now, none of these products nor the companies themselves are sponsoring this video. However, if you want to get these products, you can help support this channel by getting it through the Amazon affiliate link down in the video description below. I actually bought this jacket from Amazon about 2 years ago and it costed me $80, but somehow these days the price inflated and it costs $150 now. Over these past 2 years, I'm very impressed with this jacket because I've worn this quite a bit and it still looks like it as if it's brand new. There are several features that makes this jacket really good. First of all, they copied the design of this jacket from a military spec. Inside over here, you'll see these buttons, which you can buy an aftermarket kind of like a lining to make it extra warm. Over here is a drawstring so that you can make it kind of tight around your waist. There is an extra layer inside over here. One pocket over here, a zip pocket here that I never used before. Pocket here, pocket here, pocket here, pocket here. Like another drawstring thing, I guess, to close it up in case it's really cold. There's apparently a hood here that I didn't even realize until just now. Okay, so there you go. There's even a hood inside this little zipper thing over here. And over here, there's like a little Velcro thing. I think you zip up and put it over here to make it extra secure, I guess. One thing I really like about this jacket is the zipper. It's really large. You see the zipper here is as big as my thumb, and the little teeth, they're like twice as big as normal zippers, and they're made out of metal. And it zips up right here. I like the fact that the zipper starts right here, so you can have free movement over here so that you're not zipped up all the way from down here and then you're just kind of like a tube and you can't move. This one, it gives you very good free movement. Over here on the back, I don't know if you can see, but it allows you more fabric here so that you can have free movement of your arm. And then on the sleeve, you can close them up. Over here next to the thumb, there's this little flap that comes out like this. Apparently, this is to keep your thumb warm whenever it's snowing. I guess like for military people, you might want to put this here because you need to hold a rifle or something, and this will keep your thumb warm apparently. One last thing to note is that it does have these little flap things, which looks kind of cool. It makes you look like, you know, it looks military-like. So you can have a rifle thing or like book bag or whatever, and that strap can go over here and you can button this in over here so that you can have free movement of the thing itself and the strap will never fall down off your shoulder. This printer cost me $72 9 years ago, and I'm still using the same toner cartridge. Apparently, I don't print that much. I print occasionally, but I've been using this for 9 years, you know, just to print little things here and there. Why do I bring a laser printer up? It's because this cheapy thing, $72, over 9 years is really cheap compared to if you bought an inkjet printer for, I don't know, $50 and then you keep on buying $40 cartridges. So really, you really should just go for a laser printer, even if it's $70, or even buy a color one. It's gonna be like, I don't know, $200, $300 for that. But laser printers, if you buy the cheapy ones, you know, they're really good value. And right now, I think if you want to get one, you can go on Slick Deals or whatever. It's like $50 for something like this. Here's my fancy but not so expensive knife set. It's Zwilling J.A. Henckels, and about 7 years ago I spent $199 on this full set. It's a twin 4-star version. When I bought it, it actually doesn't include this carving fork and this carving knife over here. It only includes 7 things. But I liked it so much that I bought this set for another $100. So using this for 7 years and it cost me $200, you can imagine these knives are very sharp and they're practically the same sharpness as when I got it in the beginning. They can still cut tomatoes, everything. Okay, so everybody knows KitchenAid stand mixers are pretty good. I bought this one 8 years ago, this 5-quart version for $251. If you wait for it to go on sale, you can get it for about the same price as well. The thing that people complain about is that these newer ones, they have a plastic gear internally, and so that may not last as long. For me, I've used this for 8 years and I don't have a problem with this plastic gear that's inside. Actually, I've never seen the plastic gear because I never opened this up. It's been pretty much trouble-free and it just works. This is a DeWalt drill. It's a nickel cadmium power drill The model number is DC730. Everybody seems to get these. However, if you have these more than 5 years, the battery tends to die because I don't use it that often. And so if you just leave it around, it tends to just die. Even if you try to recharge it, it's not going to hold any more power. I'm not recommending this as a thing that will last forever because the battery does not last forever. This is my Canon compact camera S95. I must have had about half a dozen different compact cameras, and most of the time, you know how it gets ruined? One time when I had a camera like this in my pocket, the power button accidentally engaged and the lens came out, and I accidentally sat on it and the gears kind of stripped as the lens got pushed in. So there goes that camera. 2 of the cameras actually died from bringing the point and shoot to a beach. You know, you always want to capture the moment, but bringing a point and shoot is a terrible, terrible idea because the sand can get in between and it'll go into gears. Once it gets in there, it's just absolutely wreaks havoc on all the gears and nothing will turn or move or come out anymore. This camera, I had it for several years and the sand actually got into the flash module, even though I was very careful because I ruined several cameras by getting sand in it already. So this one I was extra careful. However, I think the sand got in it because sand was in the bag that I put this camera in. So you can ruin your camera that way as well. So really, when you go to a beach or something, you gotta really protect these things. Put it in a Ziploc bag and never take it out, I think. So here's my regular iPhone 5. I think it lasted me maybe about 2 years, but it's not really doing well using it for 2 years. The front camera is all fogged up. That means it's not very lint proof because I stick this in my pocket all the time. So based on my observation, these things don't last very long, especially they get scratched up, dinged up and stuff. That just means that the durability of this thing is not so good. So when you buy an iPhone that's really expensive, $1,000, I think it's only gonna last maybe a year or 2 like their contract agreement says. At the end of that, it's gonna be like pretty darn close to end of life already because you carry this thing with you every day and it takes a beating, lint gets in it. So that's all I have to say about the phone. Here's my Handheld Dyson DC31. This cost me $152 6.5 years ago. It runs on this lithium ion battery and apparently it lasted longer than my DeWalt nickel cadmium battery. See, right now it still works. The drawback here with this handheld version, this DC31, is that the button here is kind of sticky. It's stuck on the high mode here, which I don't mind because I use the high mode all the time anyway. It says 65 watts. When I bought this at the time, 6.5 years ago, they said they didn't have this in stock, so they want to give me something else in place of this unit. What they gave me at Lowe's instead at the time is this new DC14 vacuum cleaner. I think it was retailing for $300 and I only paid $152 for it, which is the same price as that handheld. Let's just say I got lucky and so I got it for cheap. People have said that the older Dysons are actually better because the little bar here in the back is made out of metal and all the newer ones are actually plastic, so they flex a little bit more than this older model really. Anyway, my experience with using these older machines is that they're just a pleasure to use because even if you suck up the dust all the way up to the limit here, they would still keep their full suction. It's just engineered really well and everything snaps together well. And I really haven't had something that just broke apart in 2 pieces here. It's still functioning just fine. The last really awesome product I want to share with you is Ecco Shoes, ECCO shoes. I remember as a kid, I usually only have one main pair of sneakers, and so I would wear that all the time, and usually they would wear out within 1 year. I bought this pair of Ecco Shoes 2 years ago for $115, and you can see it's still in, you know, relatively good condition. If you look at the bottom, it's kind of worn out. It still have a little bit life left in it. If you look at the bottom center here, it's a little worn through. I can see like a tiny hole in here already. It might be almost time to go. However, lasting 2 years for any pair of shoes is really good. Especially the outside looks fine still, mainly because it's made out of real leather. And I don't know, 2 years of continuously wearing it compared to a pair of sneakers that will only last you 1 year, that's already twice as good already, and I can see it lasting another half year or even 1 year. So those are the products I have for many years already. It's not often that someone has a product actually used it that many years and actually come to tell you that yes, it does last that long. There's no way I can try so many different products for many years, especially for daily usage items. If you have your own particular item that you've seen that lasts many years already, don't forget to leave a comment down below and let me know what it is. I'd really like to check it out myself as well. If you're interested in supporting my channel and helping me make more videos like these, you can check out my Audible affiliate link down in the video description below. And also you can help support my channel directly through my Patreon link over here. Don't forget to give me a like and subscribe over here. Thanks for watching.